Factorio Space Exploration. Today, I want to secure the factory so that I can leave it unattended. What this means, I'm probably going to try to wipe out all the biters in this section to wall off there, because I need iron, and figure out where I'm going to wall across here. It will be effort, but I have cannon shells, I have poison capsules. I have some amount of fuel, which should be enough for a tank. But it's a lot of dealing with biters is necessary. I wish I could avoid it a little more. Once I wipe out at least a few biter nests, I need to set up carry that in my inventory for safety. When I wipe out the biter nests, I need to set up some more resource lines. I need to make repair kits automatically. It might have been too aggressive. I cannot see. Why can I not go backwards? Why couldn't I move backwards? Good start. Like, if I could drive straight into there, why can't I back out of there? Even with there being some bugs on me. I guess it's these highest tier biters are the issue. I forgot I can't fly through that. Are these... Yeah, it is big biters. It must be their fault. How much HP do they have? They only have 500. Feels low for something that seems to just sort of tank everything and gum up the tank so that it cannot move. Oh, wrong one. It's such a nuisance. I should definitely consider the legs instead of the jetpack. At least while I'm clearing this. Jetpack's not reliable. Anyway, bad choices, as always. Okay. Right click to clear that, good. Anyway, that's half my cannon shells goofily gone. And a bunch of ammo, actually. Why did they not aggro on me? That was weird. One more small group should be worth blasting. I have a lot of this to clear, and it's just not convenient. I should try setting up stuff on a tank. Portable RTGs. Adaptive armor? Laser defenses. These do 14 damage. 24 damage per second. Each. That might be worthwhile. They can carry 6x8. RTGs are 4x4, making that a 2x8. These are 50 hit point shields that I could fit 4 of. $200 health. This actual HP value is unknown. 2,000. That is 10% more health. That, even if it regens, that seems worthless. Unless it... I guess if it heals at all times, it might be pretty good. Even if it's being damaged, it might be worth it. But stacking a bunch of lasers... I could fit 4. And I wouldn't be able to power 4. Oh, no, it's belt immunity. RTG is 250. I could power 2 per RTG. Which means 2 and 4 does work. Oh yeah, my fuel is actually being supplied automatically now. That's nice. Oh, the only other thing I could do is wait until I can get uranium rounds. But that's not a realistic option. It's too far away. I think these are worth it. Those roboports are doing really well. They might be enough to get the janky supply up here. They won't be enough to supply really far away. These mini packs are worthless because they're hard to make. It's not running constantly anymore because I'm full on lasers. Perfect. Personal lasers are glass, processing units, densities. I'll try that. 4 means 400 glass and very little of the other two. Hello. I've already managed to destroy a tank by running into a rock, so I'm trying to make a better tank to wipe out biters to protect my base. This is those, okay. I'm looking for glass. It was a very effective start. Yeah, gotta get it all secure to be safe while I'm not gonna be able to fix it easily. Though having stuff that can repair in base is pretty useful, but glass product, not productivity. What are these called? I never use the real name. Processing units. Low densities. These seem like an acceptable option. It'll take a while to get this all sorted before I can leave. Not even just ignoring all the work that's necessary to actually leave the planet itself. Oh wow, the jetpacks are smaller than the exoskeletons. No wonder. They do cost fuel, but it's kind of silly. I get the dimensions on the exoskeleton, just... It makes the jetpack feel even better. Oh, yeah, low densities. I still have to hook up... Oh wait, no, I only need 2 of these. I got too much. Oh well. I still need to do all the hooking up for the rocket itself with all of the gross parts needed. I should make at least 1 more of these for the thruster suit. I will need that eventually before I leave as well, I assume. Let's make a couple extras. Yeah, because in this you actually move around, right? You don't just sort of sit in a contained area. Don't know if that's useful enough, but it'll help, and it's better than doing absolutely nothing with it. Life support, jetpack, everything else is pretty easy. Jetpack is easy, life support is weird. I guess the coal is for filters? Increases life support efficiency by plus 10% additive if installed in a non-spacesuit. Efficiency bonus is halved and won't work in space. Which I guess means it's useful on hostile planets. Well, yeah. I need at least 1 for the suit, but then I might want 1 because plus 100% efficiency in a 2x2 seems pretty value. I wish I could request it remotely. Have my robots bring all the necessary components. Actually, no, I want that. I'm now sidetracked from my original focus. This is a really... I feel like it's easy enough that I should probably add that. I forgot Roboports are a... Oh, that looks so horrible. I'm amazed that electric line connects. To ignore that. Just because it looks bad doesn't mean it is bad. as the base grows, I have to remember where every weird little component is. Oh, I have to make a life support facility just to make the life supports. Interesting. I assume it's more than just a crafting unit. But it'd be kind of fun if there was an entire facility dedicated to crafting life supports. Crafting speed, pollution, module size, stack size. Huh. I'm just gonna place this in the randomest spot. It's very big. It makes life support canisters that cycle at the cost of coal and water. We have to clean them with water. That seems kind of tedious. Alright, just grab that. It's kind of neat to look at. Just some of that seems really tedious. Okay, so you don't need a ton of... You don't need to be able to worry about sustaining it early. I guess you just do... As long as where you are traveling can support bots, you just have bots handle it for you. I'm just gonna let it craft extras in case I need them, if I die and have to recover. It's probably best to have backups. Which I could craft when I actually need them, but... I can probably just reuse my power armor jetpacks and roboports. Because I doubt it's gonna be that, like, frequent of a switch back and forth. Okay, those for finance, glass and heat shielding. Okay. Yeah. Except on that one planet. Well, if the planet even needs... The Cryonite planet that doesn't have a convenient supply of water, but it might not need a life support, I don't know. But water supply there for life support, if you wanted to sustain it, seems to me like it would be a nuisance. Could be a nuisance. Okay, these bots are doing pretty well. I'm at 56 logistics. I'm gonna need 400 or something, but... Oh wait, what is the swarm? Logistics bots won't damage things when they crash if they're in a logistics network with up to 500 per research level. I'm at research level 0. So I don't know how that works. I don't know if my limit is currently 500. Start of the thruster suit. Let's swap it on. Does it inherently? It does. Good. Yeah, it will always be harder than just pumping water directly. Okay. Like, the research just reduces some minor attrition, which is worth researching. But yeah, if I have that set up to maintain a set level, then I should be fine. That's kind of silly. I can't access my trash slots, so I have to take it out of my trash slots to move it there if I wanted to deal with it manually. It makes sense, just wish it didn't do it that way. Okay, this suit should be stored in a storage chest, so that I always know where it is. And nothing else will go in here without my express interaction. Hopefully. Probably better as a provider, but I just don't want to die and have to chase it down. Okay. Get rid of those. Bunch of garbage that I will regret just throwing in the garbage. Okay. Basic stuff here. I still have no construction bots because it is prioritizing logistics still. And it's very slow, which is my own fault. I could speed that up so quickly. Just like having the robots do this work for me. Like I could double this production speed with minimal effort. Oops. I just need to not be lazy for no reason. I have to place it in the correct location. And connect this. Clear that. Bad planning. This can then be scaled up a little more easily. Horrible planning. Yeah. I'm just going for getting a consistent supply. Oh, I should be reading Y and T. I'm reading the wrong. This should be reading X, should be reading Y, and Z should be reading T, because it's the number that are available does not matter when crafting them. It's the amount that's actually in the system. I should have paid more attention. Okay. Now I can go test my tank and hopefully not destroy it again. Oh, this is really... It's a real nuisance. That I have to either reset it up every time, or I can I blueprint this? EV tank. Then perfect. That will save time. Don't get it by train. Bots. I can't wait until they can do all my work for me. Probably... I was gonna say I probably need to consider making a real... wrong button. A real, like, train line to... oh, it didn't fill it with ammo. Fine. A train line to supply the wall that I'm going to build here for repairs, because doing that by a bot network at this stage would be a really bad idea. But I could craft repair kits locally and work with it that way instead of trying something more... trying something sillier. Okay, let's just... oh yeah, the lasers. Laser stuff. Which is... better than nothing. Stupid bots. And tanks. I forgot that I keep forgetting that bots have absolutely no instinct for self-preservation. Which makes sense, I just always forget. Yeah, this will not work to clear these nests. The bots are easily fixable by just having bots. And actually bringing repair packs and not forgetting entirely. But it's not a... this method does not seem like a viable option for clearing nests. This kind of works for getting rid of just the nests. But the tank and poison seems not functional. Yeah, like... It's just pain. If I could clear all these, it would be a lot of effort to clear these. I think I should just wall off here. And just accept some degree of frequent repairs and laser turret energy drain. Because the tank is not doing it anymore. Just isn't good enough. I can't repair. I should get repair kits crafting. Stone, iron, copper. Very easy. Craft in bulk over here somewhere. Copper, iron, stone. I don't have enough space here. I can make space. Which is not the best approach. approach. You can still make space. It's still worth the space in general, but I just don't want to build it. It does not need to be super dedicated for making this material. Copper? I think this is the area. This won't expand upwards. I have iron here. I have copper here. A stone there. This is not designed to scale because I think they craft fast enough. Yeah. Really wish I could just request that remotely by just pressing a button. Ooh, this is not looking so good. I guess it's just not backed up. That's fine. Both circuit types. And some steel. My logistics warehouse is kind of silly. I empty my garbage into it frequently and then, oh, I need some of that garbage. Okay, faster inputs. I will let that whole chest fill up. Careful, careful. I could probably clear a few with careful railgun. Clearing all this, even with repair kits, feels silly. And is the evolution factor 237? It should be 237. Yeah. Or 0.53 is the real number. None of these are currently absorbing pollution, but if absorbed pollution is a local evolution factor thing, then it is all fine. If it boosts all evolution factor, that might be something to be careful about. I cannot remember. I don't think letting them absorb it's horrible. I think it just produces more biters, so it's just a lot of damage dealt, but it doesn't make the, well, it makes the game harder, but it doesn't make the biters stronger, it just makes more. I think, and I hope. We'll have to do remote, like a remote laser base around the iron ore. Yeah, like if them absorbing it doesn't cause any problems, then all that's fine. These have 1200 HP. It's just a lot. I guess those are already pretty far from spawn. Actually, it does kind of look it does look kind of the tiniest bit unlucky. Like if this group were over here instead with smaller clusters, it would be nice, but mostly just this guy. This is a terrible nightmare that would die in a couple minutes from a railgun. Yeah. But But as long as it's just constant attacks, it's at least... It will cause problems, but it won't cause additional problems down the line. Like, my current pollution cloud here would be a lot, but if I just get enough to achieve artillery, get enough space, that's a lot of space science. Maybe. I don't actually know how expensive it is. 5 is not actually that bad. Like, processing units are fine. Rocket fuel stone, fine. I have to ship it there, which is expensive. Potentially. I don't know yet. It's the belts and the water. The water is water and lubricant shipped into space. Because I can only use the decontamination in low pressures. Water, where's the space belts? Space belts are small electrics, all that stuff I'm producing. It won't be trivial or anything, but it doesn't look horrible. If I get 2,000 of those and just get artillery, that's probably better to try to focus on rather than expanding further. Because clearing all that is not going to be fun. I should get my walls and my laser turrets. I'll do the walls first. And this will be much more defendable for now. A closer wall. Much easier to provide repairs to. I've just said where I want it to go. Probably just there to there, and then a tiny little wall there is the best. Yeah, I can't do it like that. Oh, bad. Yeah. I mean, it's already... Oh, I forgot that the line changes. It's already important to get cargo rockets automated on at least some level. And getting all this stuff flowing is good long term. Getting that going once this is secure will be great. And building a big wall is a lot easier when you're not doing like trying to do weird structures to mess with their pathfinding and stuff. Even if you can just blueprint, copy, paste, it's still a lot quicker. I don't trust... Oh, that's an interesting detail with this marshy terrain. I can't wall it off without using landscape. I might put too much landscape, but it's not really an issue. That took a lot fewer walls than I thought it would. I probably could have upgraded them to the next tier manually. We got lasers. Bot repair is important. I'll have to decide if I want to do it like clunky logistics. Like working around slow bots and everything, or if I want to try and make a super basic train. Which, if I did make a super basic train, I should make a not quite so basic train that can handle multiple stops and make decisions appropriately. I got distracted. What am I doing? I came back to put my lasers. That should be more than enough. How are my bots? 125 logistics, which means they should be making... I didn't connect that one to the wires. Oh no, that's what's controlling the wires. Why did I mess this up? Green, it should be outputting that as a signal. Should I... No. The only signal it should be getting is construction robot. It worked fine with the logistics, but it's not working here. Oh, I bet I'm not... No, it is connected, so I should be getting... I disconnect all of this, and I only connect this one. It still doesn't do the recipe. Is it because the advanced circuits are in there? It is. Okay, that's an easy issue. Solution will be clunky, and it will be 2 separate robots. This one will receive a they'll both receive signals. This one will be enabled with a filter of red if letter signal this is not a good way to do this. I should just filter it this way. That's all I need to do. I don't need to do circuits. Because they shouldn't grab from the inputs. So that should be fine now. It doesn't communicate the most effectively what the issue is when it just has those sitting there. But now I have construction bots. collecting. That's right. Time to build lasers. I guess the train... I'll have to figure out, once this is done, how I want to do the end points, and then I can work from there. More substations. I should have made those before I came. Oh well. Leave the substation as far back as possible. Lazy lasers. Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind. Bad design. It needs to tile properly, so I have to have them like this. That's a shame. Oh well. Slightly less than desired. Oh, I hate where the mouse is on placing this. Should be doing this from this view much easier. I guess I should move the wall back one level. That worked out quite well. Okay, these robots are too slow. I forgot I lost 17 robots, and that's why these robots are so slow. I feel bad for insulting them a little. They're doing the best they can. And honestly, they're actually going a lot faster than I would have thought 3 robots would, so good job. It's a really bad copper vein. Okay. You have to probably set up a couple stops. Probably best to have them I never set up a train depot. I meant to do that like half a month ago. It hasn't been an issue yet, but I did forget all about it. Here for substations, which are not automated yet because they are unpleasant. Okay, have enough of those. Copper cables. Okay, I can just steal everything from my chests. to decide. I'd probably build the depot up here. Yeah, trains will line up in this area. I'll have power gen above it. It'll be very organized. For once. 3 shots fired to destroy 2 meteors. Pretty good. It's probably enough. Ditch the cannon shells. Keep the poison grenades for now. Maybe I should try and mess with these. If only they weren't so unnecessary. But they do a lot of damage. Seem like they could be fun. But then supplying the fuel doesn't seem as fun, mostly because it's just not, it's kind of unnecessary. Here's steel construction bots, which are hopefully poorly distributed. Nice. I should set requests. Set groups for minimum like 20 at each. Long term it will distribute fine, I think, but if I change this now, would it be a problem? If I increase this to 400, will it swap instantly? It will, which is a shame. Oh well, it's fine. I need to deal with iron. I don't like having to make protected iron base, but I guess that's an inevitable plan, so I shouldn't have stored all my walls. Forgot the landscape. Start on left, robots, please. Thank you, robots. Why did you skip this one, robots? That was annoying. I bet I broke more walls and I didn't place them all down, so I'm actually gonna be missing walls. That shouldn't happen. Forgot to enable the train limit. So I'm gonna need either elevated rails to get here or... oh, elevated rails across here. Or a gate. Gates are cool, but so are elevated rails. Makes the decision much more difficult. I assume the gates are smart. Oh, that's a stone gate. What am I doing with my research that I don't have concrete gates? How did I not research that? I thought I got everything. I bet it was at the bottom there, that's why. Well, hopefully that doesn't cause me any problems. Wait. Oh, trees, yes. Nature's defense line. I need this iron. I don't know of any other convenient vein. This is one here. It's only 312 though. Nothing in the safe zone. 2.8 million there. That would be not safe. It'd be easy to protect, but I guess I need to make a wall around. Oh, I have 1.5 million there. That's a little bit. That's within what I planned to block. I'm down to 1 million. So it's not doomed, it's just sort of limited. I could increase the density of drills a little bit using substations and stuff, and I could maybe get more out of it. But I just am trying to plan next. This one's a bigger. It's not much. It's only 1.5 million, but it would be enough when I need it. So I don't need to go worrying about creating a wall around this. I can push the problem further back when I put a wall here. Seems like the right choice. As long as I wall off that lower section, then I should be pretty much completely contained. Not ideally, but from a simple safety perspective, I should be, once it's repairing, it should be safe. Walls and landfill. Landfill? I still don't have a dedicated landfill thing, but I really wonder how long I can rely on this as the entirety of my landfill production. I'm gonna ditch these robots. That coal vein. Ooh, wait. Yes, that coal vein's not important. The current main coal vein is this one, which is still going strong. Good. That doesn't look right. No, that is correct. I was considering a second line, but I never extended it because I didn't need it. Oh. It's not going to look great, but cliffs are fine. It's not going to look as good as if it didn't have cliffs interrupting it. Oh. Obnoxious marsh that stuff can travel on, but I can't build on. At least the fact that I can travel on it means they probably can, but it'd be interesting to learn that that wasn't the case. One more to be safe. AC turrets. Should be pretty safe. Be interesting if there was some sort of proximity sensor. That let me toggle the power of these only when there's stuff nearby. It would defeat the whole passive drain portion of it though. If there was a simple solution like that. Oh, well, that's all the turrets I brought. It is a lot of turrets. Which, considering my previous defensive line in Space Age had like one turret every 5 or 6 blocks, and they were gun turrets, so maybe a little more individually efficient. This should be so safe. Yeah. Shooting everything. I kind of want to intentionally draw some biters in, see how they fare. Yeah. It might... It'll definitely take chip damage. It might not... Like, I expect it might survive, like, a wave, but not... Never more than, like, a wave. Before stuff starts to fall apart and collapse and end my life. just based on... Okay, these hit... Well, oh, this doesn't have power at all, so it wouldn't survive anything. These hit about 2 times a second for 28 damage. And they have a very long range. Yeah, I'm still kind of debating whether it might be best to hook it up to the bot network, like, or maybe make like a small dedicated network. I'm looking at power, not that. And just supply what they need. Or both. Supply what they need nearby so they don't have to run across the entire world to repair. Okay. This nest right here. That was a bad railgun shot. Might as well blast this while I'm here. Ooh. Jukes. Okay. Here they come. Come on. You know you want to attack me. How quickly? I like the wave effect. That's pretty fun. Oh, here they come. They don't really seem to be pathfinding very well here. I guess they're indecisive. Yeah, like the spitters will obviously do that, and that will be a problem. I don't know if they're called spitters. The spitters might be the worms in the ground, I can't remember. But yeah, repairing, as long as they have constant repair, it will be more than enough for wiping them out. I just need to... Can't let them chip it down. Because the chip damage would get it eventually. That was a bad shot. The jetpack railgun is pretty fun. It's just not viable for wiping out vast amounts of nests. Yeah, I should definitely look at it. Again, once it starts moving, but I gotta... You could make like weird music with their like readiness noise. Kind of feel bad for the guys that are gonna be left behind with no nests, but could that be a good thing? Or do nest spawns only care about other nests? Because like if you leave some of the big worms just sort of there, if it could block expansion, that would be useful. Anyway, that's enough nest attacking. My pollution will trigger attacks, but following the perimeter... Oops, I missed that. I caught it with time, but I shouldn't have forgotten. Because if one decides to go this way, it would have been very bad. Okay, where's my substation? Oops. 1, 2, 3. There, that's safe. Yeah, and previously when I had my giant wall supplied by a train that was a lot of fun. The ammo-based gun turrets that I had initially set up didn't handle the waves that came with artillery fire very well. But this looks a lot more promising for the waves from launching artillery. Okay, but checking the perimeter. It looks... unless they can suddenly swim. It's looking... oh, that's 2 worms? Yeah, I'll leave them there. They'll probably spend the rest of the save file sitting there. I think the rest of this should all be safe. Oh, there's 2.4 million iron there. I forgot about that one. That's probably the best one to go for. Which I was gonna try to do elevated rails because they're cool, but I should absolutely just landfill. Anyway, around. That line is walled off. It has power. It does not have repairs. This I checked. It should be fine. There's iron there. Oh, I missed that. Wait, I didn't miss that one. That one's on this continent, not this one. It's all one continent, but... okay. Everything's set up. I just need to be able to repair. I could try some really horrible, like intentionally suboptimal ideas. Could I... no. You can't do personal... I can't set up personal logistics for the tank. But maybe it's counted as a supply point? I'm not sure. I was thinking it'd be fun to supply the, oh, I pressed a button that I didn't mean to press. It'd be fun to supply the remote places manually via tank, but I don't think it would work. Okay, I scanned orbits and stuff. Why? Nope. Ah, so this is the, broader scale, huh? You have a set number of planets at this star, and then you have a bunch of other stars that you can explore. That'll be cool. Okay. Back on topic. Current goal is repair kit supply. I could set... I don't know if this one will work. Where's this train sitting? It should be... broke. Can't. Fair enough. Hasn't caused a problem. I didn't catch it in time, though. I didn't set up rail signals down here. which means I shouldn't worry about the rail signals for the unoccupied tracks. I should have the tracks occupied, but I should also set, at least consider setting train limits. To prevent stuff like that. This isn't an issue. The fact that it stopped there was the issue. My current system for these trains has the schedule set as pickup from pickup, drop off at the dictated drop off location. I have to think. I don't know. I'll have to add something different if I want to just supply the repair kits using the same set of cargo trains. Because this will pick up wherever there's stuff to pick up. I guess I would have to control the pickup station based on demand. So only turn the pickup station or repair kits on when there is actual demand for pickup for the repair kits. But that would be a lot of repair kits. Yeah, I mean, looking at a single chest of repair kits, one row is already overkill for any of those walls that I've built. Even the biggest one row is way more than I will need. Can I... Yeah, I can request a number of robots. I just can't remember how they store these. I don't think it distributes them, it just stores them after it uses them. Yeah. I'm just like, on the scale of attaching it to this is like, what, 4 chests worth of, well, a little less than 4 chests worth of resources. Even each of these can do 4 chests, even if each chest only had 1 line. It's just so overkill. But I think proper buffers and requesters will have to wait, because that will be locked behind a bunch of stuff. It's probably best to just drop like a row of repair packs nearby where they're going to be needed, and that will be enough for the foreseeable future. And then have logistic spots handle it. And if necessary, modify it. or connect it so it can move. Because, yeah, it should be connected to the broader system because the robots might get shot trying to repair stuff because they're not careful. So it should be connected to the bigger system. But the bots are smart enough that if I put a chest nearby, they will draw from that instead of from the chest in base. I hope. I didn't really plan this out. I think I go ocean-based logistics bots for here. Just to avoid the power issues. Yeah, that would... I guess, yeah, if I did a blueprint properly, it would be fine. It wouldn't work for this because this is a janky spacing choice that I'm just sort of doing on the fly. But I can do the power poles via... That is a remarkable coincidence that it lined up perfectly with that one power pole. But I can blueprint the rest of the power poles that will be needed and then have the robots figure it out slowly. It's kind of nice, the distance these travel. That should all be good. I need to avoid letting my robots connect to those. Because those guys are gone now. They'll catch up someday. But I need to put my landfill chest as a passive provider. I should be auto-crafting these chests. I did. I actually thought ahead for once. I'm shocked. That looks really bad. There's my robots. Slowpokes. These should be built gradually. I guess I run it... I'm gonna run it along there, because I think that will look better. It's currently the only real deciding factor in that running it along here. Okay. 1, 2. Sprint line robo ports. Oh, that is actually in line. That's lucky. That's right where I want it. We'll go there. I'll deal with the power lines later. Ooh, it's not quite right there, but it should be fine here. I shouldn't be doing this by flying. I should be doing this with the magic of satellites. Ooh, that lines up really well in a very unfortunate manner. This will be too close, but to fix how I space these power poles, because it really doesn't work well with running roboports. So are the robots doing it? Oh, these guys are, yeah, it's my buddies. I just ditched them. Here, get some power, robot buddies. So that will be built eventually. I forgot. I didn't set up a way to craft these. Because they feel like a robo crafter. So those will connect gradually. That doesn't look right, but that's correct. I need... how many passive providers? 1, 2, 3? That's it? Okay, so I should only need 3 passive providers. And hundreds of repair kits. And I should set this to have 15, 20 construction bots should be enough. Bots stack to 50, so 50 would be probably good, but I'm still only at 125 because this is not working because of this. That's fine. I've been sitting here doing nothing for a while, which was my mistake. I need a better way to input these, and that better way would be a worse way. Oh, it's not the correct answer, but it is what I'm gonna go with for now. Better way is to control the input here. Set up fast splitters to prioritize the output of these if I want it to go back into the same line. and guaranteed clear it, but that was a waste of time. Those could have been crafting this whole time. Okay, are these being built? No, because they can't extend because they don't have power. Silly me. This is not the way. That has power already. Let's just automate small electrics. Don't really have a good excuse to not have it automated beyond extreme laziness. And the fact that I couldn't have robots supplying them to me, so it wouldn't have even helped all that much. Oh, copper cables, not straight copper. Copper cables are easy to set up. Need a ratio. 2 sticks to 2 copper cables in a quarter of a second, so 4 every half second. Which means 4 to 1. I don't really need them that fast though, so the math was a waste of time. Very fascinating, fast output. Ooh. I do actually still need glass production. That can now be supplied remotely, and I can stop being needlessly wasteful. That line was intentional. That's an unfortunate one. I just need to try to space these on the rails based off of roboports moving forward. Yeah, I'll do roboports upwards. It is the green that I need for repairs, so... Well, it's better to have it closer than to have it too far. Oh, these are substations. Yeah, these actually do supply power. An even better reason to move it closer. That should build. I don't want to do this. I think I should. Yeah, do some landfills. Much simpler. Just draw a line. So that extends. This should be good. Okay. Those all have power. This feels right to have that line. Oh, that's kind of... Actually, it's a good thing. I can swap this power line and then clear all those. It'll be a lot better. So that will have roboports. This will have roboports. If my robots can build any of this. They're currently complaining about big electric poles. That doesn't feel right. Oh, it's not big electric poles, it's... robot. While I'm here, I should drop off all these roboports that are probably needed. And pick up... Ooh, this is actually getting used a lot. That's good. Never mind, it's just out of copper. Why is this out of copper? Because there's a lot of utilization here. That's fine. The glass is bad because the stone was being consumed. Here for the repair kits. Okay. I think once I get the repair kits in place, in chests here, and once these do the necessary crafting. Get that out of your system. Wait, why would it have landfill? Did it send a second wave of robots? That should be fine. I don't know why it isn't. I just added that here. Oh, unfortunate. Exactly out of range. So passive provider. That should be enough. It'll keep repair packs as they do, which is always odd. How did it... I guess I flew by and that's when these... Yeah, I built those on the way up. That's why that actually worked. Okay, this should get built. And now it should stop complaining. But it doesn't seem to have stopped complaining. What is this guy doing? Playing here. Okay, it has now actually stopped complaining. It will go very, very slowly if I let it do it manually, though. So despite just unloading all these, I should lend a hand to at least some of this. Then I'm gonna get the iron set up. So iron, new iron vein. Then I can get to work on the cargo rocket. Which I'm gonna have to decide how I want to handle it. I wish these robots were faster. I can't keep up with the jetpack. I think it's gonna run this way as I look. See, the rocket silos, easy. I should probably automate radars. That would help with launching more navigation satellites as well. Fuel tanks should be easy. That's just cargo pods, which is mostly just fast inserters being awful. Oh, it got within range because this is connected? This is not connected. Ah. This is the network that's complaining. Robots didn't feel nearly as slow when I didn't have a jetpack. Or 4 jetpacks. Whatever, that guy didn't get caught in time. Oh. So you've gotten hot and cold resources. Do they oh, I missed one. Do they interact with each other yet? Like, do you need one to help produce the other in any way? Or are they both like base building block components? So a multi-talented planet. Like our vulcanite and cryonite, copper and iron basically, but in space. Therefore very, very important. Okay, will this work? Good. Have to clear that up at some point. Was vulcanite easier for you than cryonite? Assuming, because maybe it doesn't have the same multi-planet shipping. Which if it weren't for the fact that the cryonite is clearly the first... is it clearly? I think I've seen it because of the... What's that? Barrel is interesting. I think cryonite... Yeah, like, if cryonite wasn't the first one to show up, vulcanite seems valuable. Oh, so they both have thorough complications. I missed a spot with roboports. Ah, that makes sense. Easier moving of ice and all. I could see how that would benefit if you need water for the other resource. I didn't put chest here. Yeah, I guess it's pretty important. Makes a lot of stuff easier if you can actually make use of logistics because of it. That's kind of fun, because like the very minor descriptions like cryonite being ice seems less important for like regular transferable Factorio infrastructure. Once you add the like research and making it easier to get the other one, it changes the impression. I feel like you only have, I don't know the colors. I don't know if it's valid, but you only have one type of research that you can actually make more packs of, or you can only make that beyond the base level of like Nauvis level tech. That's 1, 2, 3. These should all be good. Everything on Nauvis though. That's what I would do. I would absolutely default to stuffing everything into one. This one probably needs more repair kits than the other ones. Oh well. Just dump everything into one spot. But if it's that, having not gotten into the orbit yet, I'd sort of assume that is it expensive to expand, or is there some other more complicated requirement that is limiting? Okay. I'll see how expensive eventually. This will connect gradually. I hope. I'm not really seeing any bots moving though, which doesn't really make me very hopeful. But I think my base should be defended after this. At least you don't have to worry about biters in space. Do you have to worry about meteors, though? Well, beyond the meteors that can be defended from Nauvis. Ah, yes. No beacons to... Oh, that looks so bad. It's great, but it looks so bad. Okay, yeah, so you don't have to... As long as it's protected by the planet, you don't have to worry about protecting it, which is one consolation prize. Let's ship that away. Interesting. Control click on that doesn't send it where I thought it would. Oh, whatever, just get rid of those. I need that. So, I think the theory is once my construction bots get crafted, which I should probably do this to get construction robots. I want a lot more than I said. I want at least 300. Once these are built, I think my base is reasonably safe. Not perfect, but it should be able to repair everything and laser everything. It won't be able to replace... It will be able to replace walls and turrets that break. Slowly, but it will be able to. So that's fine. Oh. Rebuilding is, I think, the saddest thing. Like, rebuilding in a way that has to tear, if it has to tear down pre-existing stuff, rebuilding feels sad. Because it's like, it's losing a weird, nightmarish legacy sometimes. You have to get that, ooh. You have to get the, oh, that was still mining. I thought it was dead. Whatever. Get that iron ore over here hooked up to the system, which should be easy. And then I can start working on cargo. I should be able to get cargo rockets, the parts being built today. I don't know about launching, but building it should be doable. These robots are moving funnily. Because they're going to do this. They don't know how to pathfind to the nearest. Ah. So you will... It's not going to have any, like, major... I don't need to move to do this. I can lay this out remotely. You're not going to have to tear down all your existing stuff then, which is... I think pretty good. I should put it this way. Give myself some space. Did I ever build a blueprint for generic train? No, I didn't. Well. You don't want to have to. You don't want to have to ship the oil. You want it with you where you need it. I really hate roboports. I guess I'm not carrying the tracks, so that's why. It's reminding me when sometimes it doesn't do what I want. Yeah. Barrels, slowly. Very expensively. Trying to pick up train tracks. Ah, that's not connected to the network. I should change that. With a bunch of steel. Just needlessly ship oil. Slowly. And awfully. It would be fun. Or just have... somehow just have a space elevator. This will build properly. I should really automate rail signals as well. Which, yeah, if I automate rail signals, if I automate everything... Why is this not... Like, because there's a robot doing it from home? That's what I don't like about roboports. It's kind of annoying. I guess I'm blaming it on the roboport. Yeah, just some magic, cheat a space elevator. That's the way to do it. Or two? I don't know how a space elevator works. I'm assuming you would want a space elevator on both ends of the journey. Because otherwise that seems unlikely to work. Oh yeah, it's mostly right here, it's just this is not connected. And I can wait for them to do this, it's just they're very, very slow. Oh wait, did I ever set this up properly? I did there and there. Okay, good. I'm surprised. Yeah. Blueprints. Remove that from the bar. Mining. This way. Start in a corner. Why'd that not place? That's weird. Was I not holding shift? I must have missed these somehow by not dragging properly. Because this one would be silly, but I should have gotten that. Belts. Why am I only having one robot doing that? Why didn't... That's weird. I don't understand some of these robots. They make weird decisions sometimes. I'm here for yellow belts that I'm not really collecting anymore, so I really should upgrade this to reds, but I'm committed. for this vein. After this, I should really duplicate the blueprint and upgrade it. Where's the big miner? That's the volcanus type stuff. Vulcanite based research. Pyroflux, vulcanite. Is pyroflux steel ingots? Oh, you can really see where stuff... It really feels like you can see where stuff was drawn to make space age. Which, I mean... It seems like the vulcanite processing things, like the pyroflux stuff, looks exactly like the major smelting from that was used in Space Age. Wrong direction. Which makes sense if they were indeed, like, they made the mod, they then worked on Space Age. This is not gonna work the best. I have 5 lines. I should find the smallest one, which is the bottom one, and just force that into the one above it. Figure out... I should automate inserters. I should stop delaying. Okay, so some more steps is kind of fun. Okay, so this is temporary. Oh, you know what? I say temporary, I should just do this. Go to my copper. Just copy that. And those were set up like that. Need more chests, but that can wait. Do I... Probably not necessary to do this, but... And I didn't really leave myself space to. I guess for now I should just run it all directly. Like 1, 2, 3, and adjust it if it becomes a problem. So chests are needed, power is needed. That's already out of iron, which is expected, considering how I placed it. This just needs to be turned into a pickup once I have the chests. Don't get hit by a train. I just need to start thinking about what I want to do with trains. I need to make a train depot. I remembered that I'd forgotten and that I didn't do anything with it. Probably do it like up here. With it connected there, because trains will never need to go here first. They should always go to a resource first. That should be fine. If those are crafted, I can get that started, which will be useless because I don't actually have a place for the iron to be dropped off yet. So I'll just have to make that, which will need more inserters that I don't have. Oh, I'm also bad at math. Specifically counting. I should do this first. Circuit, inserter, iron plates. Do I have any of that nearby? I have circuits here. I could hijack the circuits. And get them up to here pretty easily. I have iron plates here. Split underground, 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 all the way up to here. To actually filter it, which doesn't work with this much space. I didn't intend for this to be reused for something else. Oh, hello. I mean, having some of those sitting there is a non-issue. Oh, I guess. I don't know. I kind of don't worry about that. But it's been a little bit since you stopped by. Not crazy long, but have you been well? What am I trying to do? This, and this. I built these assemblers so long ago. Those assemblers have done nothing. They've never been connected to anything. They are a waste of space. But they're my waste of space, and they will never go away. What? That would be bad. Silly to use that type of splitter. This won't connect, right? Yeah, 'cause it's blocked. 2. Then run this to build the worst setup imaginable. These take half a second. 1 inserter, 2 and 2. Ah, hope it's gone at least reasonably well. For you, just do. I don't need more than one. And bulks are also something I want to consider. Bulk inserters are gear wheels. It's almost like I planned it. But I didn't. Complete random chance. Doot. I don't have advanced circuits though. I don't think I have advanced circuits anywhere near here. That probably is helpful, being able to actually not rely on game paths and stuff to be able to use the online capability of a game. Assuming it runs properly. Rise is a fairly... I never had any issues with it in any context, so... Oh, I was thinking of this as if this was yellow belt, but it is red, so it's a little less bad. 45 coal left. Then that vein will finally be gone. And this nightmare really should be replaced. This loopy mess. Yeah, I don't have any red circuits anywhere near here. I guess the closest is there? I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better to wait until I have logistics and just deal with manual crafting for now. Because manual crafting bulk inserters isn't that bad. It's not the best, but if I have these, then I'm good. Are you still trying to figure out Kerbal Space Program stuff? Because I think that's the most recent issue. Some other... Ooh, this supply is looking bad. But that's just because it's slow. That's acceptable. Yeah, I guess I can scale this up above if necessary. This was not well done. I didn't leave myself space. I didn't think I needed to expand it so soon. I mean, kilobytes is not a huge amount. Gigabytes for mods would be very big. Well, I guess it depends on the type of game. I bet there's mods for like Skyrim that take up many gigabytes. I got distracted. I was waiting to craft bulk inserters, and I needed to craft chests. No. It could be, I don't know. Like, often things crashing with mods, it could be incompatibilities, but if you're running multiple mods at the same time, it could just be the mod just isn't stable. This is not right. This is not well distributed at all. Which is why using this again would be nice. I just didn't leave myself space to try to balance stuff. I think balancing it's probably worth the time. Sleep control paste, yes. I can try to think of a different way to set this up. If I built it this might work. It will look really bad. But I might be able to bring this there. Yeah, that will fit. Nope, I put it 1, 2. Far, I can just adjust. Okay, that should be better. Oh. Hello. Hello from to Brazil from Canada. Canada. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I started today, same time always, which what? 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Okay, so these are working well. I think this was worth doing. It looks really bad. I don't know if it's actually working. I'll have to wait. No, I bet the belts might be part of the problem. Well, it is currently about 7:20 Pacific, 10:20 Eastern. This would be 2.5 hours, but I've made a bunch of progress in that time. And Eastern would be one... Well, one later feels like the wrong phrasing, but like an hour later. Pacific would be 2 hours earlier. Okay, so now this should be supplying. I can turn this... Nope, I can't do that because I don't have a delivery station yet. Where do I want to deliver the iron? Probably just space it a little back, and that will be fine. Okay. That should be fine. 1, 2, 3... No, I don't have enough space if I put a second. I just need to put a train limit. That'll be fine. And make sure that this is set up properly. It doesn't really look right, but I think it's correct. Then what I do is icon drop off. Iron icon. Did I do a space? I am caps locked. I hope I did a space, because if I didn't, I don't know what I was doing. Good. So that's drop off, which should copy that. I could have put this further up. Gonna be short on bulk inserters. Short of iron for the bulk inserters. Should only need 2. And then power. Then I need to run the iron ore all the way above. I don't have space. I didn't leave space for this because this was poorly planned. I guess below the copper will be fine. And then feed it into this input for now. So this drop off, that is pick up. So as long as I enable this on pickup, it should work. I just need to lay this out better. I wish I was slightly smarter about that. This is not the correct way to do this. That's what I'm going to do for now. Now I need more trains, but before I put more trains, I should make a train depot which needs more rail signals because otherwise it will cause problems. I feel like aesthetically refueling after the train depot would be better, but I don't think there's any reason to take that into consideration. Because as much as aesthetics are nice, they were pretty rough. To worry about it. Okay, to figure out. I probably just do simple turn off like this that gives just enough space for the 4 long trains. Call it... Oh. I'll have to figure out how that will work later. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate. I like the angry ghost when it's gonna replace belts. Let's just change plan. One incomplete depot because it needs signals. It needs train limits. Then I have to figure out how I want that to be handled. How the signals will be placed along this section. That's kind of surprising. I guess it makes sense that the green indicators don't show up right away. Guess one segment. Let's probably find a copy. Oh, segment. I'm gonna make aesthetic choices for how I space them. Really means I need to copy this. That should be more than enough. I think it's enough to look like a train depot. I feel like a train depot. Generally there is a cover over them, because if the trains are sitting there for a long time, you kind of want them to not be out in the elements. I guess these are freight trains, not like light rail. Passenger trains. Yeah. They're very important to not lose your mind. I feel like it would be very difficult to go full zero drone Factorio. It would be so much more work to just get the same stuff finished. I think it's the type of challenge people choose to do. Just they're so nice. Oh no. I enjoy their little beep boops and stuff. Ooh, I should prioritize these. I should put this at 90. 80. 40 and 30. Like, they're loud, but they're... They're only really loud when you zoom in a bunch and just sort of stare at them doing their work. It's more iron than... Oh, because that's not iron. This is enough to get that built. Okay, let's grab this stuff. Thank you. Because one of the things kind of interesting about how Factorio works, where you spend so much time like zoomed way... Well, no. I spend so much time zoomed way out. So a lot of the sounds that could get annoying quickly don't. Because they're kind of very background noisy. 179 construction bots. That is good progress. I don't have good logistics distribution, but that should just take time. Has anything gone here yet? No. Where is it? Oh yeah, the train's right here. Because this is full. So. I need to add an interrupt called depot. And it needs to be based on how full stations are. Destination full or no path, I think is what I want, because the destination is pickup. I'll try it, I'll see if it ruins everything. So if destination full, no path, then go to depot. Except if it's already at the depot. So it's not at specified station. And not at depot. Actually, but depot isn't the specified station, so maybe it's not necessary, but that, not at depot, then go to depot. I'll see if it breaks everything. To test that, I need trains. I should have automated cargo wagons already, but I didn't. Locomotives I can get behind just doing manually. Load of multi-cylinders, gear wheels, circuits. I have gear wheels to steal here. How many gear wheels? 94, that's enough for 9, that's plenty. I don't think I have enough steel for all that many. I should really be grabbing my steel from here, because this is full of garbage. Some of which I do actually need occasionally. None of it's steel though. Oh, never mind. Very little bit of steel. Yeah, I guess the... Because I know with various modding things, there's often concerns about load order, where like I don't know how whatever you're modding is being done, but like sometimes you have to load it in the correct order. Sometimes things just don't work together. But if it's one that even by itself doesn't work at all, that is probably short on steel? No, iron. Then it's probably a complicated issue. I'm making 12, 9, 4, 36 is the number I want. It's a lot of trains. Any bulk gear wheels that are a little more easy to steal? Little. This is a good one. That should be plenty of trains. I will plant these on a random line back here. Okay. Locomotive. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was my fault. Okay, that's my fault, but also they're very aggressive. Oh, I dumped all of my repair kits. Gotta go pick up more. Here. It's the train's fault. Even if they're going at hundreds of kilometers per hour, they should be able to stop on a dime. They're also very committed. I'm surprised they didn't react to it being in their way, but it probably makes sense. Can I blueprint this? No. Maybe I can, but I'm not gonna deal with that. Turn this. Okay, I need to jumpstart the fuel, which is a problem. I'm not carrying any fuel of the right type. One rocket fuel might have been usable, but I think that might be the first train collision, and it was my own fault. Okay. Fuel. Set this to cargo. Turn to automatic. It probably is going to copper. No, it's going to iron because iron. Yeah, that makes sense. This one. Set it to cargo. Automatic. Cargo. Automatic. Going to copper. Good. This one should probably go to depot. If it doesn't, something's wrong. It went destination full, and then it went to the depot. It'll just have to wait and see if it starts moving properly later. That one, depot. I should probably do this. Shift right click. I need more of these. Shift right click. Give it the fuel. Shift left click. Automatic. Depot. promising. The first one seems to have already left the depot and went down here. Good. I just need to not make more than I have slots in the depot. So I should only put in maybe 2 more. Max. I don't even need as many as I have. I should just leave this. Put a passive provider with all my trains. It seems to function, and I'm happy with that. I kind of want to just sit here and watch it for a while, but I have other stuff to do. I have cargo rocket stuff to get to work on. Let's do input priority right. It's not the right input system, but I should empty my inventory of all this useless garbage and then get to cargo rocketing. Yeah. I'm not worried. It's just progress, sort of. I didn't want to drop that one. Oh, that actually goes into train. There. Now. Inventory space. Normal grenades are kind of bad now. They don't really do their job. So, I just need to collect all these pieces. That was one too many. I have the pipes, I have the storage tanks. I don't have the radars, because I still haven't set up radar auto-crafting. I should really do that. But I hate stone bricks. Oh, robots. Robots. Wonderful. I actually set up the blue. I actually bothered to set this up. So I should really take the requester chests that I put somewhere. I have no idea where they are, which might become a problem. I should use those requester chests to set up. I probably shouldn't do this. I should limit that to 1, but... Also, these are long. They probably don't need to be this long. I just like the aesthetic of the huge rail yard. Someday I want to make a, like, 15 segment long train. Oh, landing pad. I would have forgotten about that. The top piece is the space capsule, I think. Liquid rocket fuel. I didn't know about that. Oh, I mean, that's pretty easy to do. Supplying it is its own deal, but getting it's easy. So I'll need to just set up a fuel refinery for that, which won't be too bad. I have the thruster suit. I should fill it up with parts that are useful. Landing pad I forgot all about. That's easy as well, if I had the radar. So I should figure out the radar. Do I have any stone? I don't think I have any stone in this entire half of my... Well, I am cooking the stone. What's the word? There's a word for bespoke. It's bespoke stone bricks. But not really, it's all bulk, but I don't have motors here. But I have a lot of the stuff in this area. I should leave that dedicated. I should just steal this. I should steal the stone from here. That's so easy. Okay, that's not awful. The weird, like the emitter things that are in orbit, like I need to have... Is it the pylon things? Or not those guys, because some of those are separate. Interplanet... Oh, the... Yeah, I now know what you mean. I don't remember what they're called. These guys. Signal transmitters and receivers. The weird radar dish and, I guess, transmitter. Supply area, construction area, stack size. It's like setting up so I can have stuff here and wherever I travel. Makes sense. I should make like a stack of each of these. Fairly cheap. But first, my stone is actually pretty bad and I'm gonna need to fix this soon. What I was gonna do? I was gonna... Oh, I forgot. I had just remembered that I did that. Coronal mass ejection in 12 hours. But math dictates that as long as I'm not running 300 more megawatts, I should be fine. Ooh, I went down to 2.8. It's still the same number. As long as I'm under 300 megawatts, I'll be very safe. It doesn't have the magic requesting capabilities that Space Age had. Which... Or... It feels weird to phrase it that way, because this predated Space Age. That's bad. I can siphon off some stone here, cook it, and then make radar. This is so many circuits. That's so bad. It doesn't matter at this point because they're all made already. But the number of circuits just covering belts kind of hurts to look at now. Which, I think that's good. I think having that... It's not a crazy ask to set up circuits instead of it being magic. Okay, radar is in this section. So motors, circuits, stone bricks, iron plates. Motors and circuits are both in this area. I have iron plates here. So I could get those stone and iron mixing in this area, then bring them across the middle here to meet up and produce radar in this little corner, which just needs to produce gradually. It does not need to be quick. Output priority left. Should have built that lower down. No reason to build it where I did. I don't need many radars. That should be way more than enough. Outputs, no problem. This should split. Bring it down here. Classically bad setup. Heat plates, low density. Yeah. Because, yeah, lubricant is the cosmic water. That seems pretty important. Let's do this again. Left, yes, left is filtered to these. You've mentioned the motors. I wonder what, like, you don't need to make, like, re-entry capsules, right? Or do you need to ship stuff back and actually plan that stuff properly using resources? Oops, I messed up. I explicitly did not want this to be balanced properly, because I was gonna just sort of steal the iron. I'll have to look at the recipes and I could probably figure out why I need... I would just assume heat plates and low density feel like rocket parts. If I go here, and I go space science, decontamination stuff, space capsule refurbishment, that's kind of fun. Space assembly uses the heat shielding and low densities, that makes sense. Yeah, for like getting there and back cheaper. You don't need to drop pods from orbit to surface. Are they free? Or do you need to manage them efficiently as well? This is not a good... This is such a awful setup for anything beyond a one-off mess. Absolutely none of this is efficient in any way. You stack to 50, yeah, okay. They craft very quick. I'm missing the target. Okay, 50 hits. That's a lot of stuff. That's very... Seems very particular, so... Okay, that is working. I don't need to manually craft those. It's terrible, but it will do its job. How's my pollution looking? These should aggro soon and fulfill their necessary test of my wall before I leave. And if they handle it perfectly, I'll be fine. And my pollution will grow slower. So I'll have to be ready to ship those quickly. Space elevator, space sciences. Production or utility, both are made in space and marked as data, whatever. On the cards, supercomputers. They say nothing about shipping, but yeah. Given that the research... Where is the building? Is it here? Space Science Laboratory can use advanced science packs and cannot be placed on land or spaceship. But can be crafted on land, so I should... Maybe? Do I need to craft any right away, or do they give me some for free? I don't think they give me any for free. It doesn't look like there's any free of those, so I probably want to make... I guess those could fill up extra slots to make better use of the rocket. I guess it's very limited. Asteroid is... Oh yeah, the asteroid does have research. If I go, when I go there, there's at least one orb in the logistics storage somewhere. Oh, and they do give you a bunch of free science to start. 50 life support. Obviously bringing my own life support's probably easy enough. There's a lot of good stuff there. Yeah, I mean, given that I doubt I'll have fast space science it is probably not necessary to make one right away if I already have one on that asteroid. Okay, so it is about time that I should stop, but I'm gonna get the rocket silo built at the very least today. And the landing pad as well. I just need to not forget about the landing pad because it's pretty important to have a proper landing pad. I crafted the chests, then I used them for other stuff. Pipes are up there, concrete, steel. The radars are crafting, that's what I was doing. I didn't get distracted. I was just planning ahead. Concrete. Pipes and radar. I didn't actually check the number. Yeah, it's only 100. The landing pad needs 10 radar as well. I should have 20. Also need to launch more navigation satellites, which is a radar related task. One craft is underway. Second craft needs more steel and concrete. I'm assuming I'm gonna need an appropriate launch site to be able to supply everything I need. Long term, Okay. My steel plates counted up because it wasn't accounting for the actively crafting chests. Makes sense. Excuse me. So I should leave myself a little bit of space, I think. Like, big warehouse with me. Storage warehouse for the other side or this side? Because I feel like not an actual storage warehouse, but feeding the rocket silo with that could maybe work. If you have free space in the cargo rocket, considering filling it with various raw materials or materials to make space platform scaffold. See cargo rockets information for more information. Oh, that's a weird interface. It's like the belt. Cargo safety is number of items lost. Yeah. I guess it'll eventually become like Space Age once I have buffer chests and stuff. I imagine. Like, generic things that I don't need pulled out in bulk will be pulled out. Will need to be taken out and then shifted automatically by robots. Landing chance requires a landing pad. Doubled cargo loss. Cargo is still delivered in cargo pods in the vicinity of the landing pad. Destination landing pad. Yeah, there's no landing pad on any of these. Ooh, launch trigger is going to be something important later. 50,000 liquid rocket fuel. I'm going to have to get that started. That is a very funny interface to me. Instead of making a totally separate little element to the window, just two little blue squares. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out where I want that to land. Like, my default thought is right in the middle, but that's maybe not actually bad. I actually left a lot of space. The question of what I'm going to be shipping back. Oh, it's for the other end? I still think I'll want one here eventually. Yeah, this is one way. Makes sense. Let's assume eventually I'll want somewhere to put it. Central's probably fine whenever I get to that point. But I guess it's just getting to the asteroid, dumping a cargo pad so that future ones don't guarantee the loss of all rocket sections. Okay, so I need to... Yep. I didn't even see it fire. I don't know if it actually does anything visual. So, the next task is I need to think of liquid rocket fuel. Okay, I should check the speed of production for this. This produces 50 liquid rocket fuel per second. If I need 50,000, one of those would take 1,000 seconds. Which is not that long, given that I think an hour is 3,600 seconds. But it's not quick. Like, a little under 20 minutes? It's probably fast enough to only have one. Because the rocket sections will probably take longer than 20 minutes at my initial setup. Yeah, like everything else will be... The rocket fuel will take a long time. Everything else will take an even longer time. Glass and steel. I really shouldn't be doing this first because it's kind of the easiest thing and it's quick, but... Oh yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I read it. I don't know the source from which I read, whether it was in-game or not. But it seems to suggest that you recover stuff if you don't have a full rocket, but it's still less efficient than fully filling the rocket. It's like, it's still in... Hey, it's almost like I made this in a position where I could do this. Through complete and utter random chance, and I'm out of belts because I haven't grabbed them in a while. Oh yes, I haven't used the requester chests yet. I do kind of want to use one for the fast providers as part of it, but I'll have to find... Oh wait, no, I won't have to find the requester chest. I just add whatever category of requester chest it was to my inventory, and my robots will find it for me. I can't add it to my inventory, can I? Because I can't craft them, so I shouldn't have them. So they're in a chest somewhere, and I don't know where. But I can't request my robots to find it for me. Well, I guess that's something I'll do. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have put it in a tank and destroyed it, so it should be somewhere. This will need to be fast. Yeah, it's fast enough. I mean, there's a good chance it's in a logistics chest somewhere. I mean, this at least proves that it is somewhere. I just have to find it. Oh, it could just be in the big... It could, hopefully, have been something that I manually placed in here. I don't think I would have, but I could have. Did I? It's full of so much random garbage. It doesn't look like it's here. Map. Logistics network. Ah. Yes, perfect, thank you. And I click this. And it did something. Oh, that's just filtering maybe? No, it is showing where it should be. Oh, it's up there. I know exactly why it's up there, but without the map, I don't think I would have found that in any reasonable amount of time. It's very lucky that I used a passive provider chest there instead of a steel chest, because I just had it in my inventory. Otherwise, that would have taken a very long time. That's not right. Why is this split like this? Fair enough, it's on the way back. Am I wasting any time? None of these are currently... Oh, never mind. It was moving. Good. It's great. I'm very... The depot seems to be functioning as intended. Nothing seems broken. Why is this red? I guess because I didn't copy paste and I have to manually change the colors. The color is not associated with the name. That's fine. So something needs to be improved here, because there just isn't... enough. I think part of the issue is... maybe... Well, no, this should unload at the exact same speed as that loads. So this being here should not meaningfully slow down that other train. That issue makes sense. I see why this is a problem. I misaligned it. I placed it all one too far down. Which means that this is all unloading incorrectly, which is a problem. Okay, I think I just do this. Let's do the copy paste. Oh, I missed the paste. Now this ore is going to go in a random spot. Very poorly done by me. Cancel that. I wish they were a little smarter about how they handle. Leave that there for now, but smarter about how they handle these. It would make it all a little bit easier. When fixing the weirdest mistakes. I know exactly why I made this mistake. But it's fixed now. I caught it before it caused too many problems. Guess I just kind of dump a landing pad in here. I'll have to figure out how I want to request stuff. But I want to use one of these for parts construction, which I need to stop. If I don't stop, I keep going. But before I stop, I will examine this rocket fuel tank. All those parts can be built on site, except for the advanced circuits, which are nearby. Pipes and storage tanks are iron and steel. Pumps need the small electric motors. I'm not standing on the tracks. Oh my goodness, I thought for a second I was. The pods need iron, steel, advanced circuits. I think I should make those two components. Okay, that is looking good. I should make those two components down here. I've got iron. I've got steel. Very bad steel. It's all on one side. I should probably consider addressing that. Easy. It's still limited beforehand, so it's not really going to fix anything. It'll just have a bigger buffer, which isn't really detrimental. If I need more, I'll have to figure it out. But I think I have steel, I have iron, the fast inserters. No matter where I build, I think I'm just using a requester chest for fast inserters because the other option is building them from scratch here, and that doesn't seem fun, worthwhile. But I have the iron is over, coming from the left, and going down the middle as well. Steel's here, motors are there, circuits are very accessible. I could also, if I'm running a requester, I could just pull pipes and storage tanks as well, if I already have a requester chest here. Yeah, Some of these I don't craft anywhere else. Like, I don't craft iron chests anywhere right now, so I might make them nearby. I don't have pumps, so I might make them nearby. Well, I should, because the electric motors are being made here. Again, I'm scared based on the centering that I might be on the track. I'm glad I'm not. So yeah, those can be dealt with the requesters pretty easily. I could also consider trying to pull in the components for navigation satellites and just automate a small supply of those to continue collecting telemetry and finding more planets. I could have been hit there. I should have been checking. Why is this so slow? This isn't running because that's not light oil. Light oil is not there because sulfuric acid's full there. Petroleum's full. That's not a frequent issue. Feels bad to convert petroleum. Bad because it's used for so much stuff when it's in full use, but I could convert petroleum to the fuel blocks to make rocket fuel. Yes, that is a just jumpstart by getting everything moving again. Is a great, very good point. Yeah, that feels plenty fast. Okay. That's gonna bug me. There's a lot of stuff that I need to set up. Delivery cannon capsule. I'm looking for this. That's very, I mean, it's intentionally similar to the navigation satellite. Yeah. That's so much cargo. You know, if there weren't the, if these warehouses didn't exist, it could almost be worth using these as storage. That is great. And also, well, space age making you empty pockets is a little weird, I think. It makes sense you don't have to empty your pockets when traveling. Balance-wise, I know why space age limits your pocket carrying capacity. Makes sense. But I guess I could get some of the heat. Huh. I assumed that would force me out, but actually just, if I ran out of fuel here, I would just have to pick it up. I could add some of these and some of the low densities. I could also... Did I fly over that, or was I just not there? Because I should have... It looked like I should have been crushed. Heat shields, low densities, blue circuits. If I look at the recipes... Yeah. Oh, yeah, once it was moving it to there, I should have control clicked. Important things. I could add a stack of solid rocket fuel, or 10 stacks of solid rocket fuel, maybe? Probably not needed. But if I don't have anything else, it might be worthwhile. barrels of lubricant? Might be worth starting to collect. I don't really have space for making anything with lubricant, but I can make it work. Heaters. The idea of worrying about heaters is worrying. These stack to 10, so that should be enough to get me started. I don't need power poles. Do I? Because the asteroid is the weird space substation thing. So yeah, I don't need power poles. Oh yeah. I'm just doing this much because I want it to start doing stuff right now, instead of just waiting for when I'm ready to go. I don't have it ready. Like, actually automating it eventually. I was just thinking of power poles, which I was only thinking about power poles because I am out of power poles and I need to go pick some up from wherever that chest is. No, I have robots. Keep me with 100 power poles, robots. It's your job. This just fills up quickly. Yikes. Why is that? Oh, it's just, it is, okay. I mean, this will be easy. I can pipe it over here. Set up barrels. How do barrels get crafted? Steel? Yeah. I can steal some steel. Get it over here from wherever. I have plenty of steel in the area. And set up the lubricant right over here pretty easily. I was standing on the tracks. That's a bad idea. Big engines, as in these guys. The big electric motors. The only reason I kind of focus on the difference is the eight cylinder. The other engines that are big, that are called multi-cylinder, which is just naming and stuff. Steel. I didn't grab steel at first because taking a bunch of steel won't really free up oil consumption, won't increase oil consumption. Yeah, it would need a proper ratio. But, I mean, there's a lot of space. So, going through, just basic. If you look at this, space transport belts, processing units, solid rocket fuel, yeah. I could grab a stack of solid rocket fuel, or a set of that, at the very least. 3 rockets doesn't seem bad. It's not trivial, and filling it might be worse than making the rockets, actually. I wonder if I want to send repair packs. Probably not. Oh, except the asteroids. Are the asteroids safe from being bombarded? Okay, so it has... I guess maybe not the asteroid belt. The actual setting up in orbit, I assume, is the more important area. I'm just looking at... Maybe I'm looking at the wrong section. Why is this... These are turbines, is what those look like. Turbines connected to a nuclear reactor with a heat exchanger. Heat going to there. What is the heat thing? Heat. Biochem, space manufactory. The orbit safe. I'm just, if I have to go, it'll be more stuff to travel to electric boiler. Yeah, electric boiler. Which means there. Which should be placed here. Oh, those are pretty cheap. Okay. Create steam from water. Oh, it's that thing that I never did as an energy storage because I converted to a... Because I never left an energy system that primarily worked with steam. So I never needed... haven't needed the electric boiler so far, so I forgot where it was. Assuming that is the one in question. Okay, sort of if the first place I go is here. Is it a logistics system? Yes. Why is there raw fish? It's a lot of weird stuff. Is it? Yeah. Oh, the water ice here. Yeah, because this tiny little asteroid orbit, yeah, it has 10 in storage. It has a few solar panels naturally. And if I want to go to the asteroid belt area to pick up stuff, I assume the ship... Do the ships... Are the space areas treated the same with ships? With cargo ships with regards to landing? So like, if I wanted to visit here and return, I'd need to make a proper landing and launch here? Or are these space... orbital sort of zones, not... Like, do you know if it's the same way, where you land and then have to react based off of the landing? Okay. Because it feels like it would be difficult to visit the asteroid belt area if you had to do all the same landing and takeoff stuff. Maybe I can look here. Maybe they mentioned something about destinations. Basic automation. No, it does not mention anything needed. Oh yeah, if a rocket is launched with empty cargo slot, then some of the reserved fuel and cargo rocket sections will not be used. An empty rocket will still cost 50% of a filled rocket, so it is best to use full rockets if possible. Oh, is it this that's important? Standalone capsule can be used to move your character, but is not suitable. Traveling in space. You can travel between adjacent space zones, between moon orbits, or from outer moon orbit to an asteroid belt. While you can travel in interstellar space, the available destinations are not reliable. Traveling from orbit to the planet or moon surface below is easier and does not have a capacity limit. Okay, so once you're in space, you can kind of move more easily. Well, if the way this is phrased is correct, you won't be able to move anything beyond the capsule, but this suggests that the space capsule with the research can go from between moon orbits or from outer moon orbits to an asteroid belt. So maybe you can use that to go from Nauvis to the asteroid belt, or from Nauvis's outer, or Ishu's outer orbit? No, is Ishu a planet or is it a moon? It looks like it's a moon based on the line, but... Yes, it's a moon. So if you have all of Nauvis's moons, you can go to the outermost moon and then use that to travel to the asteroid. Yeah. It just seems like if it... I don't like this. I don't like that hitting exit here doesn't put me back where I was, but that's something I should just get used to. Which I never will. I will never get used to that. Yeah, it's just the Informatron seems to suggest that it can get to there eventually, which makes it easier to explore stuff out in space. Yeah, I guess it's probably a little different. So that's just the tag. Probably not done the same way, huh? If I test zoom 0.4 whatever, if I go here, I go space map, view this, not that, I want to press Y. Ooh, that's weird. Yeah, this map view is very... Okay. Weird. It's gonna take a lot of time to get used to. Moving about with pressing Y to remove this. If I can. Control, right click. I'll deal with pins in the future. Okay. Actually, if I do pin that, and then I move over here and I left click this, it just jumps there. I should probably make a lot of those. Those will be useful. Okay, how's this going? Did the oil sink work? Yes, it did. Good. My rocket fuel production's pretty, subpar. Have these guys aggroed yet? Doesn't look like they have. I'm really surprised. I thought they'd be angry in this. They've been consuming pollution for more than 10 minutes. Oh. I guess it'll take a while. Which is... it's a good thing. It's not bad that they're not attacking. I just wanted to test my defenses. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Every time I look at that. All these worms that are going to be by themselves until I get an oh, perfect, I caught it. And it was a small group anyway because it is exactly one spawner. Ooh, that's actually a really good ore vein. 5 million. I could elevated rail to it. Protect it really easily. I shouldn't get distracted and I should have stopped 40 minutes ago, but I'm having a great time. Yeah, I think reaching orbit should be doable. Reaching orbit and bringing an appropriate amount of supplies might make it harder to actually get there, but the cargo rocket sections should just be a matter of time. I just need to set up crafting. With the requester chest, it should be easy. The space capsule will be done manually. Should be easy. I just need to fill up the rocket with appropriate stuff. Yeah. I could do like... I double up everything, and that would help. Just set up math with arithmetic combinators. I guess I could make a bunch of these as well. Probably carry them instead of put them on the ship, but I could also put them on the ship if necessary. Let's get rid of all this garbage that I don't need in my inventory. Yeah, sure, whatever. There's a lot of stuff I can do. I can also have a little bit of stuff to do with my thruster suit. 300 bots, is that enough? These look like they are full of 20 each. Good. 20s. Yep. I guess, yeah. Circuits with requesters. What's the... I guess I should... Just for a sec... Again, I should be stopping, but... I don't know if I've ever used a constant combinator. I should see what it looks like. Oh. It's just you set this with this, and that's just what it does. as a... Oh, constant. I was misinterpreting the meaning of constant. It's a combinator for constant values, not something that combines constantly, because everything combines constantly. There's no reason that it would need a specific thing to combine things constantly. Makes sense. My own misinterpretation. That seems, on a surface level, simple enough. I won't do it right now, but I will place these down. Like, input. There to there. This will be outputting whatever it's outputting. And then it would be taking in the input from whatever the signal is, subtracting signal from that, and then outputting there. Which means I should make a signal receiver here in the same area to receive the signal. I love robots so much. It's just fun to see them deal with all my garbage. It's kind of cool. I didn't know about the constant combinator. Assuming it existed, it exists in base Factorio. Which, given that it says base mod and then space exploration, means I think it is base Factorio. I bet I could have made use of that in Space Age. There's probably situations where I could have used it and it would have been helpful. Not many situations, because it's not really... Very little was really that demanding. That'd be fun. I'll enjoy setting that base stuff up. Are they gonna get to me and then not grab anything because they don't update? They get their job from when they're in the Roboport, and they don't update on the way. Because they're not wireless, despite the fact that they are wireless. Okay. But I should stop going on forever. Yeah, it makes sense. It's just funny when you ditch all the items, which it's the human error that's causing the bots to behave weirdly there. Yeah, thanks for watching and chatting. Thanks for hanging out. It was great. I'll be back continuing this next week. Have a nice night, day, week, etc. The saying etc. after a week kind of defeats any meaning to any words I said. Bye-bye.